And we are back, We took a small break.
Hey.
If you're just tuning in, we are doing 2020 review. 2020 was a hell of a year. And this is part two. This is part two. So we're going to jump in here in May. And
I think we in June now, brother.
I think we skipped somebody in May. That's all it was.
We
skipped Little Richard.
How
do you skip
no disrespect.
Boom?
So listen.
My bad, bro. No disrespect, Lil.
Little Richie.
We missed Little Richard.
Died
Little
May
Richie's on Family
9th.
Matters.
May 9th. At the age of 87.
Yeah.
That was tough.
That was, yeah. I mean,
that was because I had just watched the Little Richard documentary. So that hit a little close because I was like, damn, I just saw, his life, how he used to, wear the dresses and how his dad used to beat him when he used to catch him in the high heels.
Right.
He one of them. He one of them ones where as you're a straight man, but you kind of know he gay, but you still don't care because he's just so cool.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't think. Like people don't understand. Like it's okay to be who you are.
That's okay.
You don't have to be flamboyant about it. Just be you.
Be you.
That's what I was going to say that because
unapologetically
he paved the way for the Beatles, Elton John, Prince. He was the first one to knock that door down, and all those guys were able to come in.
Hey man, I used to hear about some epic battles between Prince and my boy. So I can only imagine the screaming matches they would get into.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
I remember seeing an episode of Martin.
Yeah,
and Little Richard was on the Martin show. That was crazy, man. That was crazy, man. I'm a big fan of Martin.
Hey, Martin had everybody on.
Man,
there.
I don't know
Martin.
Who ain't a fan of Martin. Who? Come talk to me. I'm gonna slap some sense into you. That was probably one of the most epic sitcoms you can ever freaking imagine.
Yep.
That's untouchable.
Hey,
don't try to touch Martin. You can't touch him.
Can I chime in and say the number two? I know we off topic, but the number two would be the Wayans brothers. Can I chime in and get Wayans brothers number two slot?
How many seasons did they do?
They didn't get enough seasons, bro. But the impact that they made in the short time that they got,
yeah,
the Wayans.
They was afraid to give them more seasons.
Shout out to the Wayans.
Shout out,
fam.
Sean, Marlon, Kim,
Lee,
Kevin,
Holloway from Living Color.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
Keenan, that's all 100% black money.
Beautiful.
Sean and Marlon. Marlon, especially Marlon. He pays for all his own movies. All this stuff comes from his own production company. When he did Little Man, I think he had to put up his own money.
Wow.
And then when he did the renditions, the scary movies, when he redid it and brought it back out, he had to put up his own money and ended up like quadrupling bread. So shout out to the Wayans, man.
Shout out Marlon, Damon, Sean, Keenan.
Kim.
What's the Kim? Yep, Kim. Shoot, even Damon's son,
Damien.
We love y'all. I'm just gonna let y'all know we love y'all.
First Black Dynasty right now.
We love y'all for real.
First Black Dynasty.
All right, let's keep going, fellas.
Yeah,
so we're now approaching June, and if you're just now tuning in, we're doing 2020 review, and we've reached the month of June, and June was pretty much a bunch of protests. June was a bunch of protests that police brutality. It was just protest. Some of them were peaceful, some of them were not peaceful.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
My protest is it was hot outside. Shit.
It was hot.
That's why they was protesting, because it was hot.
Some of it was staged. We did find that out. Hey, listen, bro. I'm gonna talk to my white people because I grew up with white folks.
Straight up.
I grew up in your household. You loved me, and I loved you back. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, bro, that white dude who cracked that glass and they said he was a policeman. You was quickly on the side of the government who was saying that, hey, black people are always doing this. Black people, we have to be careful with the finger pointing. We got to be freaking careful with that. With how the media will make us fight each other. We have to be freaking careful with that.
Right. Big facts.
Please.
Straight up. Also in June, Joe Biden secured enough delegates votes to clinch the title for the Democratic presidential nominee. So,
hey, they picked him. Don't
Yeah,
put
they
the camera
picked
on me. I ain't picking.
Don't put the camera on me. Don't point at me.
I mean, you got to realize this is at this point when we knew Joe Biden was going to be the Democratic nominee. First of all, a lot of people say Joe been in government, in Congress, and senator
50 years.
Yeah, but what has he done? What has he done? Let's just talk about it. What has he done?
There's things he's done, but what has he done that's benefited us?
Right.
That's what matters. Right. Like nothing. They do a lot of pandering for the vote, and then when they get the vote, they don't do nothing with it. So I'm past that.
Yeah,
I'm done with that.
Come on, point that camera at me. Because you already know I don't care.
Yeah.
And you already know I follow the right people. So Sean King literally just posted, Sean King, we love you. We gonna protect you. Listen, when I tell you I love you, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm respecting it from a distance. But Sean King literally said that, listen, he had a meeting with the party that's supposed to come in place for Trump, right? And they said that, you know, Joe Biden he really ain't finna do what we think he gonna do for us.
Yeah.
Man.
He said that we're gonna have to push that pressure on him.
Oh yeah.
And his cabinet.
Yes.
To really do what we. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how it go.
Yeah.
They gonna play the game. And I gotta respect him.
He had 8 years as a vice president.
Right.
And I can't even think of one thing that he did then.
Right.
So why am I super enthused about him being the actual president?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not.
Why?
Yeah. Like
Why?
Obama, John King said this too, that Obama administration, he said he begged Obama administration to make sure they take care of the situation that went on with Tamir Rice.
Right.
Don't let Trump administration get to it. You need to take care of this before you leave the office, because if you don't, it's going to get swept under the rug.
Yeah.
And he begged with Obama and them, and guess what? Still didn't do nothing. And then Tamir Rice doesn't get his justice because of that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, you have to be held accountable for what you do to people.
Yes.
I don't give a damn if they black, white, green, orange. I don't care who you are. If you deserve justice because of a right or a wrong, you deserve justice because of a right and a wrong. I don't care the color of your skin. We have to get our heads, we got to get our hearts, we got to get our spirits in freaking order. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get it. I get what you.
Yeah, man.
You have something, B?
Nah, man. That just takes us into July, man.
All right, so July was pretty much another heavy month of protests, but the protests started. It started working because now they're demanding that several Confederate monuments, local and state, be taken down, and that's what set them Republicans off.
And then not only that, people took the power in their own hands and started snatching the monuments down themselves and started pulling down monuments.
Yeah, they started taking them down.
We don't need your help. We can take them down ourselves. Don't worry, we got it.
Can I add something to that?
That's the power of the people that work.
I want to add something to that. So I'm in Atlanta. I've been here for 10 years. I'm from Dallas, Texas, right? So I'm basically ATLian now. I got kids out of here.
Got it.
So I'm ATLian too. So I've drove around. I used to be a Lyft driver. So I drove around, right? And I see these places called Plantation something.
Yes.
Reminding you that this place where this suburbs is, or this, this used to be a plantation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I don't want to be reminded of that either.
Right.
Why did y'all have to keep that name for those people? Like, why are we celebrating these people? They might have the money, yeah, but how did they get that money? Off the backs.
Off the backs.
Off the backs.
Off the backs.
Of the blacks.
Off the backs.
So, like, why do we got to remind about that? Like, why do y'all keep honoring these type of individuals if you say that you are not those people, you don't believe it anymore? So, as a white person or a white man, I need you to step in and be like, yo, this my brother too. Mm-hmm. This my brother. Mm-hmm. I don't believe what they did to what they did for you. Don't just say it. Be about it too.
Be about it.
That's another thing to say it, but be about it. Like, literally, really sit down and talk to us and say, hey, what really affects y'all? What's bothering y'all?
I'm finna play devil's advocate right now.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Because now right now, my name is Bobby. I'm the average white person.
Right.
And I want to be down with you guys. Mm-hmm. I feel you guys.
Yes.
But when I go back to my white friends,
I
have to be a certain way because
Yeah.
my white friends don't feel you guys.
Okay.
How is the average Bobby supposed to react?
He got to get rid of those friends. They spirit ain't right, bro. Them ain't the type of people you need to be around, bro. They not mentally right, bro. They might be right for you, but they're not right overall.
Okay, now magnify that times 1,000,000. Because please believe and remember, 74 million people voted for Trump.
Right.
and 74 million people didn't.
Right.
So we're still a nation divided.
Oh, yeah.
And before I step on that, step over there too, I have to put myself in the black person's shoes too, who might have like the white friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
But don't you educate your white friends?
I do educate my white
My
friends.
white friends that are highly educated about the problems that we go on, and they'll say something 9 times out of 10 before.
Yeah, I'm talking about like this. You know how we got some black friends who was really racist towards white people.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
And they can't stand white folks.
Mm-hmm.
They look at them, they sit in a meeting and they're boiling the whole time because they have to play this game.
I'm borderline.
You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
But I'm just saying, like, but you still got to tell some of your black friends that, look, it's some white folks out there, bro. They are great people, bro.
Oh yeah, most
You
definitely.
cannot hold that cloud against them white folks either, who really ain't had nothing to do with it.
Most definitely.
You have to put yourself in people's shoes. Please put yourself in other people's shoes. That's all I can say. Like, please do that before you try to make judgment towards one another.
But for those ones that choose not to say anything and not to use their position, I got no love for you.
Right.
Yeah, it boils down to if you're not with us, you're against us.
Hey,
if you're not with us, you're against us.
As pure a form as that. And it ain't with us as Black Lives Matter. Yeah, we know we matter, but be with us. Don't just say it, do it.
Yeah.
Like we want to see some shit.
Yeah, I think. Hey, I think all lives do matter. Duh.
Yeah, that's a duh.
Duh.
That's a big duh.
But whose life right now is being taken?
They not killing all lives.
Yeah, they're not killing all lives.
they not.
Yeah. I'll be the first one to say all lives do matter.
Yeah,
but right now the attention is on the black and brown.
Right.
Because they are killing black and brown. They ain't killing everybody else.
Yeah,
not
the
just
police
killing.
not kneeling.
You
on
don't
the
get that
white
phone
boy
call.
Yeah. First of all, for that person that says, don't like Black Lives Matter. Listen, if you got eyes, you see what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Right.
George Floyd. I don't even want to go down the list, but if you got eyes, you see why we saying Black Lives Matter.
You see it.
Yeah.
It's not saying they matter no more than nobody else's. It's just saying that, damn it, they matter. Because it seems like don't nobody care. So, hey, why don't you guys start caring?
Let me show one more love to Kaepernick real quick.
Go ahead.
Cap.
Because let me tell you something, Cap. You went through your whole life going hard for something you love, football, right? Mm-hmm. You spent all that time, you grinded, nobody was with you, nobody was helping you, and then you sacrificed it all for one race. And people don't see that. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that what you really did. They don't understand the blood, sweat, and tears that you sacrificed for your particular sport. What helped you get this money. Yeah. What you love. You know what I'm saying? Because I loved basketball. I loved football growing up. But you laid that all on the line at the highest level possible.
Yeah.
So white folks, if you don't understand what he freaking did for us, you wildin'. You don't understand the magnitude of what he did.
They don't understand us, period. So
you made it so general. You made it so freaking general. You said he kneeled and he disrespected the military like my whole family ain't goddamn military.
Right.
Like my whole family ain't military. My family military right freaking now. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Straight up.
Stop playing with us. I told y'all to stop playing with us.
Military veteran right here, 22
right
years.
To my left.
22 years.
22 years. You want to really play with us?
Four rotations to Iraq and 2 to Afghanistan.
Yeah, quit using them big words too, like radical and leftist on black folks. Don't that shit don't fucking listen. And I told you I don't really cuss like that, but when I'm really cussing, I'm letting y'all know how we really feel. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, stop playing with us. We ain't here to be playing with.
All right, let's keep moving.
He already know.
All right, in July. So,
stop playing.
Next thing we'll talk about is Mr. John Lewis. Mr. John Lewis.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
Mr. John Lewis.
King.
Civil rights icon, John Lewis.
Icon.
Served in the White House as a representative since 1987.
Front line and center on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. That's that guy right
was
there.
A part of the Freedom Riders.
Let them know, LB.
Let
them know, LB.
That's that guy right there, man.
You ain't dealing with no ignorant folks on this show. Do y'all not see that? You're not dealing with no ignorant people on this show.
Put some respect on Congressman
Do you know how
John
many
Lewis's
years
name,
that is
man.
he was in Congress?
Yes, man. It's over 40 years.
It's
serving.
I was talking to a female, and she was explaining to me how for years, when the seat came available, nobody would run against him.
Yep.
Nobody would run against him.
No.
Nobody would run. He would just automatically assume another set of years for a continuation. Nobody would run against him until recently.
Well, recently was not due to him not fulfilling his duties. He happened to suddenly pass away, so had to find somebody to fill that seat, man. So hopefully in January. Oh no, that seat's been filled, right? Didn't Kilpatrick or that seat was filled.
Yeah,
that seat was filled.
Yeah.
So, but he only got, it's a short term. He only get a few months. Am I correct?
Right.
So,
it was filled by Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
Kwanzaa
yeah.
filled it.
Yeah, so
he was. I think he was in there for 33, 34 days, something like that.
Yeah, so I mean,
but what he can say is he replaced, or he was after icon John Lewis. He was only in there for 33 days. 33 days. Don't quote me on it, but he was only like 30 days.
That's like saying you got to wear number 8 after Kobe.
Yeah.
Let me say, can I say something about John Lewis?
Yeah.
And we don't just get on just one specific race on this show. We get on each other too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you something about my black folks, the lazy ones who my vote don't matter. This man right here, he thought your vote mattered. He put his life on the line because he believed that your vote mattered. So you can't be lazy and not go vote. It's so many people before our time who put their lives on the lines so we can vote. All right, we got a vote coming up in Atlanta right now, January 5th.
Right.
You got Osnoff, you got Reverend Warnock. You know what I'm saying? So in order for Biden to not have the same type of reciprocation that he had from when Obama was in office, where he couldn't get nothing done because this House was Republican.
Right.
You need to go your lazy tail out there. I'm gonna talk about you. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm your brother. I'm gonna talk to you like you my cousin or you're my nephew. All right. Get your lazy tail out there and go freaking vote. You know what I'm saying? You could have asked for an absentee ballot, right?
Right.
And then just walked up to the little box and put it in there. That's how quick it is to vote. Right. I'm just letting y'all know.
I'm gonna play the left side because this is straight up TV.
Do your thing.
I'm gonna get to you how I give it to you.
We need all the brains that thinks a certain way in them seats right now. So go ahead and give me your brain side.
Okay, my brain side is focus on voting. That's all fine and dandy. But the bigger picture is, guys, let's get somebody in there that we actually want to vote for a change.
Absolutely.
I'm tired of just voting for guys because this guy sings better than the next guy on paper.
Right.
Ooh.
So
Preach it.
Let's get this done just to see what he does, and let's see how the impact's going to be. And then after that, let's focus on getting people in there that we actually want in there. Let's try that.
I'm going to piggyback on it and say that I extremely agree with you.
Yeah.
You understand? As a black community, not even just black community, even when you put everybody together, we have to start getting these people in line, funding these people 2 or 3 years before the election even starts.
Right.
We have got to stop being freaking
that's
lazy.
Very important.
We are lazy people, y'all.
That's very important.
And I'm just talking about as a whole. We gotta get out. We gotta get right.
Yep.
We gotta get right. If we really want somebody who's gonna really be for the people, we gotta get them right now. Because guess what? You wanna know what's happening?
What?
Those people that y'all voting for, they get their money from somebody, and they gotta take care. Whoever they giving their money from, they're gonna do whatever that person that's giving their money. Come on, y'all.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep moving. All right. We're now. If you're just now tuning in, we are doing a 2020 review. This is Straight Up TV. And we have reached the month of August. And in August, Joe Biden announced his running mate would be Senator Kamala Harris.
What?
Yeah.
Now,
history.
Don't say would, because I wasn't with it.
No. I'm saying what, like as the minions. Nah.
Listen. She got a chance to be the first black female and black vice president.
But I don't think that she was his first choice.
Let's talk about it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I may have heard that Keisha Lance Bottoms was his first choice.
Really?
I mean, I remember them reporting that.
I wish it was Stacey Abrams.
There was about 6.
Now Stacey don't want it. Stacey want the governor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Stacey want the governorship.
wants to be governor.
Stacey wants to be governor.
Stacey's going in 2022.
Oh, Stacey's definitely going to get it.
Brian Kemp, she coming to get you.
She been doing her footwork. She definitely.
BK.
But I heard Keisha. He wanted Keisha because of the way she handled the riots that we had. As soon as the news started happening, as soon as the riots started happening in Atlanta, they said that Keisha, the way she enacted was the proper way to act.
She mama bear.
Exactly. She had
She
kids,
mama
so
bear.
she know.
She
But
mama bear.
she turned down the position because she, that's a heavy position to be in.
Right.
So that's why I don't believe that was his first choice. He chose Keisha. I mean, he chose Kamala.
Yeah.
Because it looked good on paper, and he trying to get that black female vote. I mean, I'm just keeping it straight up. So that's what he wanted. So that's what he got to pull in the extra vote. So,
This is another thing that shows the laziness of our people.
Hey.
We see that she's black, so we're gonna go vote for her. We didn't research what she's done or who she's with and how she's acted beforehand.
Yeah,
and people do change. I ain't gonna lie. People do
change.
grow and change. Just like I said with Joe Biden, he's gonna grow. He's gonna change because Joe had some things that he's done to our people.
Right.
But you got to know where they come
correct.
from. You got to know where they come from.
Yeah.
To see what they change into.
Right.
Because Kamala locked up more black men in California than any other governor in their time.
I'm glad you said
But
that.
guess what, bro? You got to understand.
So we all up in
I'm glad
arms.
you said
Hold
that.
on. So we all up in arms just because she's been moved to the vice presidency.
Right.
But her past policies have not been in our favor.
Right.
Even though she's seen the light and she's changed and I came to terms what I was doing was wrong, blah blah blah. That's all fine and dandy.
Right.
But
I'm glad
I
you
go
spoke
by
on
what
that.
you did. You know what I'm saying? I go by your past because ultimately what you do is impacted by what you've done.
Then guess
Right.
what? Guess what? Right your wrongs. You were in the position and the power to right your wrongs.
And that's what I'm saying.
Do that
That's
for them
what I'm
people.
saying. Show
Because
me.
these people, they have been living without their spouses. They've been living out without their brothers. They've been living without their sisters.
Myself, I don't believe in a career politician. I believe in when the people vote you in,
You in?
you're in.
Yeah.
You do your job as the best as you can.
Right.
But when there's someone else who comes up
That's
that's got
better.
another idea, a better idea,
Why not?
Right.
understands something better, then you have to slide away.
Why not?
Slide away. You just can't be in it because you get too comfortable.
I ain't gonna lie.
You get too comfortable.
And you get stagnant, and your ideas start to suffer. The people start to suffer. At that point, it's a money grab. You get comfortable, like you said. My boy said, they comfortable in there, man. It's time to make them uncomfortable in this mud.
I ain't gonna lie, we out here talking. Yes, I know Kamala or anybody who ever listens or even gets an ear of this.
Yeah.
Like we're talking, but we don't really understand the nuances. We
No
don't know the
disrespect
deep.
at all.
Yeah.
I'm
No
just telling you
disrespect.
from what I've seen, from what you showing me. This is what I have to go by.
We don't know the deep details.
So show me something different.
Yeah.
We don't know if the mob is a part of your life. We don't know nothing.
None of that.
We don't know if you gotten threats
None
in
of
your
that
mail.
matters. None of that.
See, that's the problem with the
Okay,
American
about that.
people. They don't understand that there are threats that come in too. Like there's a lot of things that you deal with when you get to a certain level in life, and
But
people
bro,
are just outside looking in like,
but
oh,
why
everything's
does-
all jolly. No,
why
it's
does
not.
that matter though? Why does that? If you chose to be in that public position, so you should accept any and all adversaries that come to you.
Right.
That's
So
why.
what the mob?
But you know what it is though.
Then you're not built for it. If
Get
you
what
pray-
it is,
if
though.
you pray,
We need to start hiring people who ain't got kids, because they be bringing the kids in it too.
hey man.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Hey.
These are just theories. These are theories.
No, you're right.
Listen, these
You're
are
right.
theories, but it's a possible theory.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so don't be acting like I don't know this. I'm just saying it's a possible theory that like when people start talking about your kids and stuff like that, you start to act right. You start to do what they asking you to do.
Yeah.
Hey, no, then I hire my kids private security and keep it moving. You know,
You better pay their private security more than what they
All
gonna
right,
try to pay.
let's keep it moving. Let's keep moving. All right. Sad
That's
to say, but
You had to edit that.
sad to say, but we're in August. We're in August, and another black man was shot. Jacob Blake, 29 years old.
He survived.
The thing about it, he was shot while his kids were in the back seat of his car. I mean, we already talked about George Floyd. We already talked about a lot of them, but this guy, it's a black man.
About Philando. We hadn't
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about a bunch of black men. that got
But
killed.
listen,
It's 2020.
he was shot in his car with his kids in the back seat.
Come to me first.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
to
play
him
devil's
first.
advocate.
Go to him.
I'm with you, bro.
Watching the video though, here's some things he could have done better. There's always some things you can do better in a situation. But then again, you don't know the heightness or the scariness of an individual in a particular situation.
Right.
So people are going to react in a different way, and just a cop can use that excuse too.
In August, we're doing a 2020 review. Next on the list is Mr. Chadwick Boseman, better known as Black Panther.
Wakanda forever.
T'Challa.
That's all I gotta say for my boy, man. That and he was in a bunch of other movies other than Black Panther, but that's just what we give him his recent credit for, just because of what Black Panther did for the culture. It brought the black people out in the masses. Right. It really made Disney buku money. You heard me right. It really made Disney buku money. So just shout out my boy for that, man.
Right, and he was 43 years old. Complications of colon cancer. It was announced August 28th.
And you actually know that he went through this battle of colon cancer in silence.
Right.
He didn't tell anybody. He was actually working on another movie.
Right, he was working on several movies.
Exactly, and they were just wondering why. They said he didn't miss a stride. He was still the same him, but they could tell that he was suffering and battling for something.
Right.
And he didn't find out till he was like literally on his deathbed.
Right.
So shout out to my boy for being strong, man. Strong black man in this thing.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, if you are anybody, I don't care who you are, as soon as you hit like high 20s, 30s, start doing colon cleanses. People think it's funny. Colon cleanse is the last part of your stomach. It's not got to do with what people think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's really just the last part of your stomach. And it's a lot of toxins in there. I'm currently on a colon cleanse right now. It's a 15-day one. You can get it from any vegan shop or whatnot. You take pills. You take one after your first meal. And then you can take 2 pills after your first meal. And then 2 pills after your third meal. All right? You do it for 15 days straight. And when I say your poop smell like flowers... And matter of fact, it don't even smell like flour. It don't smell like nothing. I promise you. If it can clear my gas, it can clear your gas.
My boy said he clean over there. He clean over there.
You can poop and don't smell. Like, this is how you know what you've been eating for so long is really, really bad for you and dirty.
You backed up.
You see what I'm saying? So take care of yourself, man. You can die early from colon cancer.
Yes, sir.
Tragic,
Big facts.
Tragic.
All right. We're going to keep moving. We are now in September. September, and
let me start this because September my birth
go ahead.
September 17th, Virgo, and I had a good time on the 17th, but it looks like the day after that, on the 18th, Ruth Bader Ginsburg actually passed away. Everybody knows Miss Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's
Supreme
on the Supreme Court. She's been on the Supreme Court for a while. Actually, she has policies to deal with abortion, and free choice and stuff like that. Right. So that's going to be a big turn with her not in there. Shit's gonna get different in there with far as that. So we gotta stay tuned to that and make sure that free choice is still a choice, as well as other things. She had an impact on women's rights. I mean, Ruth Bader Ginsburg had an impact for women, for female in general, a big one. So, all right. Oh, and I believe her dying wish was for the new president to replace her. But what
choose a replacement, but Trump chose it.
Not a week after she was dead, got somebody new in there. So
yeah, that's disrespect. Never disrespect the dead.
That shows you who our commander in chief is, man. Let's keep it moving. Also, in the month of September, grand jury declined to charge 2 of 3 officers involved in the shooting of Breonna Taylor. Mm-hmm. One of the officers was charged with 3 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment. You know what that is? You know what first-degree wanton endangerment is?
I thought wonton was Chinese food.
Wonton for you? No, but bruh got charged because the bullets that he fired entered another apartment. Right. So they totally left out the fact that a person died. Like a life was taken. Mm-hmm. So no charges exactly say anything about the life being taken. The charges were solely endangerment for the live people in the other apartment, which happened to be white. So that's wow. That's all I gotta say about that. Wow. That's wow. You got something, Rashad? Wow.
Put it like this: Breonna Taylor will get her justice. Right. That's it. That's all I got to say. Straight up. Her name is forever gonna live on. She will get it one way or another. Breonna Taylor forever. Man. Manifesting it, speaking it into existence. It's gonna happen. You can't stop that. All right. Let's keep moving. Also, in the month of September, Trump received a lot of backlash from that first presidential debate when
Trump was asked to denounce the white supremacists, and Trump told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by.
You talking about that was that screaming match that them two had? Looked like two cats screaming under the sun, under the moon at night, like they was just
But B, Richard, LB, how you?
And these are the guys I want to vote for.
How
are you serious?
How are you not going? You were asked to denounce, and you told him stand back and stay ready.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Hold on. What are their names? What are their names? Who are they? What do you want me to say? Oh yeah. Stand by and stand back.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. To me, I ain't gonna lie. Trump is so human to me. He is so human. He's like the sore loser. He is the by any means necessary individual. He is. And he is like no holds bar. And I ain't gonna lie, even when he's doing bad, you have to respect it. The way he does things is so respectable, even when it's bad. I ain't never met a person like that before.
I didn't say that. I didn't just say that.
So what it is though?
You have no proof.
What does people like about Trump sometimes? Or
he
don't take no slack though. He don't.
Trump, as far as from a business aspect of being able to put people in a position for them to make the choices, I think he's great at that.
Yeah.
As far as him being in charge, nah, bruh. That's like the head coach trying to be the coach of special teams, defense, and offense. Like, what you got everybody else for, bruh?
He good at playing both sides, but he is really more
he's
of
king of that.
He's a 70-30 though.
Yeah.
He's a 70-30. That's what I will put it, because he'll be in the black church clapping his hands, pretending, praising God, acting like he with you, and then he'll shoot you right in your foot again. You be like, bro, I thought you loved me and you loved God. With me. And then you shot me in my foot, but you still love God, but then you shot me in my foot again. Dang, I don't know what to think.
It's crazy.
Hey, typical. That's what I say.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep moving. All right, so we lost a great, legendary running back, Gale Sayers.
Hey, man, I used to watch his tapes growing up.
Chicago Bears. Gale Sayers.
I'm about to put my son on Gale.
He was at the age of 77 and passed away on September 23rd.
Dementia at that.
Yeah,
they say his health had been declining for years.
Yeah.
He was diagnosed with dementia in 2013.
But this gets me on another tangent, because I have a couple buddies that used to play pro ball, and this takes me off into the world of CTE. I think the world of CTE, the chronic telepathy encephalopathitis. I forget the total name. Say that again. I forget the total name. Yeah. But CTE, it alters the brain chemistry, and that really plays an effect on our athletes that have high impact sports. I mean, you really got the brains banging against the inside of your skull with each tackle. I mean, you play 10, 15, 20-year career from Pop Warner till you 30, 40. Bro, it's gonna start hurting you, start affecting. So I think they need to start paying more attention to that, and maybe they can figure out what's going on, man.
Right. You got something on the Richard?
Man, just rest in peace, Gale Sayers. And I'm gonna have my son watch some of them tapes, because my son he like the ball. He a running back.
Oh yeah, Sayers the man.
Yes, sir.
Him and both.
All right, we're gonna keep moving, keep pushing. October. What I have in October? October.
Trump got corona.
Trump and First Lady both tested positive for coronavirus.
Conveniently, right after the debate.
Yeah, Trump was transported to the Walter Reed Medical Center, where he stayed for a few days before being released. But the thing about it is, though, he tweeted, "Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid."
Don't be afraid. I mean, I don't think people.
You in the hospital right now. You and your wife in the hospital. You have.
I ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100. I prayed that he would be, because I'm known to pray. I wish the best for everybody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want the worst thing to happen to you. I don't care who you are and what you're doing. I pray for him. I pray that he would actually have a recovery. Look at him. See, that's what them Christians be doing. Them Christians be so nice and healthy. Look how brainwashed he is over there.
I wasn't even finna go there with you. I was gonna let you live, bro. I wasn't even gonna go there.
I said what somebody just said who watching this. They like, look at him. You know he a Christian. He's so nice.
Hey, bro. I'm so nice. He praying for everybody. He said, "Don't be afraid."
Don't be afraid. Yeah, that's what he tweeted. Listen. He tweeted, "Don't be afraid of COVID."
What?
Okay. After leaving the hospital.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's what he tweeted.
Okay, you the commander in chief, and that's what you tell people. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. It's okay. I've had it too. What? That don't really make sense, man. Nothing about him makes me feel comfortable.
And then to finish that, more than 30 White House aides and officials and various staff members of the White House also tested positive for COVID-19.
Look, that's because his ass don't have on no damn mask.
Yeah, they be all in their face.
Now you would think being president, White House, you would think they have all kind of precautions and everything.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
They don't care about them people.
No, I'm serious. They probably probably can't take 5 steps without having to be tested.
Have you heard about? You've been to the White House before, right?
Yes.
You know, in the upstairs in the living quarters where the president actually stays at.
Yes.
The maid, the housekeeper, the cook, everybody stays on that same floor.
But this the White House. You know they gotta have precautions.
No,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think presidents stay inside directly into the White House. It's just stupid,
bruh. It should be a building that you go. Maybe it's your work building, but you should. Why stay there?
Yeah.
Why? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
They don't cover up.
But they keep everybody on the same floor with the president, so he sees them people all day, every day.
Every day.
If he got to go to the bathroom and pee 2:00 in the morning, he go past an aide. You know what I mean? So of course they swapping fluids, man. Of course they giving COVID around.
I've been to DC. I was a part of a leadership conference.
I've been to DC.
They said I was a leader, and I appreciate that. So I got invited. I was a 2 out of a million, but you can feel the nostalgia in Washington. If you ever been, it's an aura. It's a sense of like power there.
Yeah.
The way that they build that is crazy.
I mean, because you know what? That's the energy of the slaves' backs radiating to you.
Shoot! Here he go.
That's what it is.
All right, let's keep moving. Also in October, Sean Connery,
one of the best Bonds ever,
the Scotland-born actor, first played in the James Bond films.
Man, I know some black women that love them.
Died at the age of 90. October 31st.
It's the accent, bro.
At the age of 90.
Yeah, he was the GOAT. He was the GOAT, bro. Sean Connery had some classic movies, man. And I didn't realize he was as old as he was. So they make me really feel old, because it's just like, wow.
Yeah, let's be 100 again. Yeah. You know how they be saying like white people age worse. Yeah. Not all of them. Mm-hmm. See, Sean Connery must have did something. So if you don't want to age, you need to go look up the Sean Connery, the health plans, and see what he did. Because I couldn't tell he was 90 at all. You know what I'm saying?
He actually always looked the same.
He had all his hair,
always looked the same.
He wasn't going bald.
Look, he had a swag in his movies too, man. Yeah, he had a swag in the movies.
You knew that was that Irish swag,
right? I wonder how many people told him that.
Look at the Irish.
You look good, bro.
You look good,
to be
bro.
This old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody actually, I bet you nobody gave him his flowers while he was alive. Nobody even know that. You know what I'm saying? Or ever told him that. But you know, we got to start doing that. Give each other our flowers, man. Be real and honest, bro. Be comfortable in who you is. I know I'm straight. I can tell a dude he look good. I don't give a damn.
Hey.
All right, let's jump into November. We're going to jump into November, and right off the bat, man, we got longtime Jeopardy host Alex Trebek. Died in November 8th at the age of 80s following stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Why 2020 seem like it's just about death?
Yeah, it does. It's
No, you're looking at it wrong, my brother. 2020 is about cleansing. We're cleansing.
Is that the earth? Somebody said Mother Nature is cleansing herself. I heard that right now. They said Mother Nature is cleansing herself.
I mean, you go some good ones.
I ain't gonna go deep into that though.
Some good ones gonna be lost, but a whole bunch of bad ones gonna be lost. We're cleansing right now, so we need this. Death is a factor of life. It's the one thing you're guaranteed when you're born that you're gonna die.
So be comfortable with where you're going afterwards, y'all.
Exactly.
Be comfortable.
Let's go.
All right. Now we in December.
Hey.
And FDA authorized the use of various vaccinations, which were immediately shipped out to every state in every country.
I ain't getting that shit.
What y'all think about that? You gonna get the shot?
I ain't getting that shit. You getting the shot?
Listen,
hey,
you gotta get the shot.
We need to go ahead and finish these episodes before my co-host decide to get the shot. Because I ain't coming in here.
We're gonna get the shot. It's gonna be like 2 or 3 weeks later, and then all of a sudden he gonna turn into a zombie on us, and we gonna be getting ate.
Brain.
And then
okay,
gonna see it live.
Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. The great state, the great America.
Okay.
Why? Let's start with Sharby. Cameras on you.
Okay.
what is your main reason or main question, or why are you so against vaccination?
Vaccinations usually take 8 to 9 to 10 years to get together. Okay, so let me go opposite again. Let me go back to the other side. Well, the whole world was impacted, so they were all able to work together and get the vaccine quicker.
Right.
Makes sense. Absolutely. Yes, it does.
Pfizer.
But guess what, bro? Who wants to be the first? Like, I don't care who you are. If you're the president, like, bro, like, don't be saying, like, you're going to use Africa.
Yeah.
Quit using us for that. Like, I don't like that, bro. Quit trying to use us first for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can y'all give us some money first?
You know what? I thought I seen a commercial that said something. They were looking for black and brown people to come forward and test out the new vaccination. I think I seen a commercial or something like that.
You did? Oh, man, why we got to be first when it comes to, like, risking our lives? Like, our lives not important. That's why Black Lives Matter. That's why we say that. Those are so many reasons why we say that, guys, okay? There's so many reasons. There's so many examples on why we have to say stuff like that.
Right.
You think we want to talk about this stuff? We don't.
We don't.
We really don't.
LB, what you got over there?
Hey, man. It's a show on Amazon Prime right now called Utopia.
Uh-huh.
Everybody go out there and watch Utopia. It's a series. It talks all about how a virus is taking over and how the same company that created the virus already had the antivirus created. They just used the virus to create panic because they needed something else done before they released the antivirus.
Wow.
So
what's the name of that?
It's called Utopia.
Utopia?
Is that the one with the girl from Casey Undercover?
Yeah, it's Zendaya.
Zendaya.
I don't think she's in this one.
Nah.
But the whole
that's
premise
Euphoria.
It's Euphoria.
Okay.
Yeah. The whole premise is they save Jessica Hyde. It's like they get a comic book, but the comic book actually predicts mass events around the world, and they figured out that hey, the creator of the comic book actually is behind this secret society that's actually doing these things.
You sure you got a lot of time to know what's going on TV.
Hey, see when I get in my zone and I write because I'm a writer.
Okay.
I grab inspiration from everything.
Yeah.
I got you.
And I go binges. I'll binge a show, take 2 days and watch the whole series.
Yeah.
And then I just love entertainment. I love watching people's art form.
That type of time.
Utopia, watch Utopia. Oh no, bro. I definitely use all 24 hours of the day.
For sure.
I probably sleep 2-3 hours, bro. I'm definitely all 24 hours are being used to the fullest. But that's what I got to that, man. That I'm good on the vaccine. Let the first masses people get it, and I'll worry about herd vaccination, and let's see if I can just be Greystone in.
Got it. All right, let's keep it moving. We are in December. We just got to talking about the vaccination.
It's almost Christmas.
So we had another actor, Mr. Tommy Tiny Lister.
Man.
The actor best known as Debo from the movies Friday, died on December 10th at the age of 62.
Hey, bro, this hurt me. You know why? Because we not too long ago lost Pops.
Right.
So
the Fridays.
We lost
We
Pops.
didn't mention Pops in our review. When did we lose Pops?
We lost John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
And we lost Debo.
And
Rest in peace, John.
Pop, sugar, pop.
Pop.
Bang, 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 bang,
bang, bang.
That's remember the wins? That came from the wins.
The
Right?
Wayans,
2020
Yes.
has been 2020 has been a hell of a year, man.
Yeah, I really don't understand what Pops.
Yes.
Pops is like my Pops.
John Witherspoon was a lot of people's daddy.
Yeah,
I had
that's
John
my
Witherspoon and I had Uncle Phil.
You know what you need to do?
I had Uncle Phil. Yep.
Get you a J.
B. And he was fucking them grapes up, man. I eat grapes like that now because of Pops, man.
That's why I eat grapes the way I eat
I eat grapes right now because of Pops, just like that.
What he said? What he tell Craig?
Yeah.
He said, "Why every time I come in the kitchen,
You in the kitchen.
you in the kitchen,
Damn
eating all
the food.
I want some of that food.
I want pig feet.
I want some
Wow.
hog
I
maw.
want some hog malt.
Wow.
Come on, man. I just watched that movie the other night, man. Still a classic. Shout out to everybody that has something to do with that series. Shout out my boy, rest in paradise. John Witherspoon, rest in paradise. Debo, Tiny Lister.
Lester.
You know, everybody else that we lost into the cold bitch that was 2020.
2020
rest in
was-
paradise.
And
man.
Ice Cube, thank you, man. Thank you.
And
Thank you for sitting down and writing
the
that.
sad part about it, we still in 2020 right now. It's just
we
December
got-
30th. All right, y'all. You've been watching Straight Up TV. This episode was 2020 review. I'm your host, All Star. We out.
Peace.